Hello and welcome everyone. Today I am going to discuss something very important and which is very meaningful for everyone around the world who are migrating or who are already in progress in terms of migrating their messaging into ISO 20022. We will understand about this ISO 20022 introduction part, the advantages of ISO 20022 over any other messages, why this ISO 20022 plays a very important role in the financial communication. All of those we are going to discuss is in this video. And then finally, I'll tell you about what Swift Payment Guru is providing you to help your bank in terms of migrating into ISO 20022. What our business analysts or product owner or testers, developers can get of this program. All of those information I'm going to provide you in this video. So let's get started. So ISO 2022 is Universal Financial Industry Message Scheme. So in this program, we will understand different syllabus, but let's understand about what is ISO. And ISO stands for the International Organization for Standardization. Now, all the countries, right, they have their standardized body entity. For example, in India, we have BIS, which is called as Bureau of Indian Standards. It is also the part of or participant of ISO, which is International Standardization, International Organization for Standardization. Now, these are these bodies who are responsible in order to standardize all those units and also the way you use it. For example, for using this kilograms, sorry, for using this for weighing stuffs, right? You use different units called as gram, kilogram, tons, and so on. Same way for measuring, we have centimeter, inch, feet, kilometer, meters, and so on. So these are all standardized units, and is developed by this, now ISOs, and then it is a part of national standard bodies as well. So same way, ISO 2022 is a messaging in terms of the financial industry to communicate in a language to understand to each other, and it has been accepted by many of the national standard bodies, and we'll understand about this in a while. So under ISO, they have different committee differentiated with respect to the area of the services, for the weighing and measuring stops, right? There are different things. Same way for purity of gold, there are different hallmarks and ISO standards. Same way, there are different committee for the different areas, and same way for this banking industry securities, right? We have a separate committee which is formed under ISO, and those are called as ISO TC 68. Now, who developed this ISO 2022 is a very important question. And ISO TC 68, this is the committee whose name is the ISO Technical Committee. Now, these are the sole responsible persons or the individuals or the entities, right? They are responsible for the standardization in the field of banking, securities, and other financial services. Its membership comprises of 29 national standardization bodies and following stakeholders organizations, which are MasterCard, Visa, Swift, etc. So as of now, 29 standardization bodies have been already subscribed or is a part of this ISO 2022, and they have already accepted and they are already in progress to use this ISO 2022 in terms of their financial communication, right? And not only that, there are like big players in terms of the network, which provides a medium to transfer the messages. Though they are MasterCard, Visa, Swift, etc., they are also have are the members for this ISO 2022. Now, if you want to understand about this ISO 2022, then you can purchase any of our Swift payment course, and let me explain you about that. So these are the key highlights of this ISO 2022 migration program, and it cuts international rupees 10,000, and it contains 20 plus hours of ISO 2022 course videos, wherein you will be able to understand what as a bank, what as a business analyst, product owner, right, you need to do, or what are the different applications which it needs to go enhancements, how the data enrichment is it does impact your payment application, and all of those. And other than that, you will get to know about uh, the different messaging as well. So these are the syllabus which will be part of this ISO 2022. If you buy this videos or the course, the offline videos, then you would get this much of contents. These all are the syllabus which are contained in it. It will start from the definition of ISO, who developed the ISO 2022, issues with the different message standards, how ISO 2022 will help, what is XML, ISO 2022 business domain. So these are from the scratch. You need to understand what and how, and what are the advantages, disadvantages, what are the CVPR plus, high value payment plus, key differences, what is a more world migration plan, what are the data granularity, impacted banking areas, all those stuffs, right, which is important for you to get started for the migration. You need to have basics clear, and then you can pitch into your to migration. So this will give a good enough idea, this syllabus. And then after that, how in terms of Swift, how Swift is helping in order the banks to migrate into ISO 2022, what are the tools, what are the helps which they are providing, how Swift transaction manager is helping them, and a lot more information. And then channels, how it will be integrated. And then finally, we'll be moving into this ISO 2022 messaging, which will cover PAX, PAIN, cash management. All of these are covered, and this is around 20 hours of videos, and it contains a lot of business scenarios also, which will help you to understand in terms of the business flows, as well as in terms of the messaging which it takes place. And then also the different messages which I have explained over here, PAX, PAIN, and cash management. These all are explained by comparing it with your Swift empties. So it will be easier for you to compare with your empty tags to that of your MX elements. So that way I have used, so that you can understand this ISO 2022 in deep depth. So in order to purchase this program, you need to just send out an email to us to swiftpaymentguru@gmail.com, right? So just drop an email to us at swiftpaymentguru@gmail.com. It's WIFTPAYMENTGURU@gmail.com. And then you just mention your interest on the program you want to purchase it for this ISO 2022, and then you can purchase it. And then with this, as I told you, you will be receiving MT2MX translator tool as well, right? And you will also receive the reference documents, as I mentioned here, right? And users guidelines, sample ISO 2022 messages, and some business use cases and workflow as well. So these all things contains with a bare minimum price, 10,000 rupees is very effective for you, and for sure it will help you in terms of your migration, or if you want to switch to an organization, because the world is migrating into ISO 2022. All those regional payment system as well are migrating into the ISO 2022 way of sending the messages. So if you want to move or want to switch and on some very good handsome salary, then you'd learn this ISO 2022 from the scratch. And definitely, by if you go through this course, I can assure you that you will definitely get a good opportunity, because if you have a good knowledge in ISO 2022 means this is very much required throughout the world, because there are very less skilled people or the resources which are available in this ISO 2022. So all the best, and I'll see if you send out any request, and then I'll try to provide these courses as soon as possible to you. All the best, and keep learning.